Guys, today I have for you top tier synergy between new Ninja Bike backpack and UMBRA gear, and of course throw in the mix some Heartbreaker gear pieces.
A few moments later.
And all these things together will provide us with new solo hybrid setup which will annihilate legendary difficulty without breaking a sweat, and it rocks in team play as well. You can easily destroy enemies because you have insane utility, of course damage and survivability because of course you are using UMBRA gear set, Uncle Butcher in the building, from the shadows to the light, baby. This setup is something special, especially if you love assault rifle class, then this build is a must. Not only you are getting health back, but also by using chest piece from UMBRA gear set you can gain stupid amount of rate of fire and extra 100% crit damage. If you will use FAMAS just like I am using it, you will gain almost 1200 RPM. In nutshell, your FAMAS will shoot like a vector, but UMBRA helps us really nicely with capacitor stacks. We can stack capacitor basically instantly, and capacitor will provide us with extra skill damage on each skill tier we are using in our setup and 60% skill damage. Guys, that's a huge buff, the best damage buff for your skills in the game right now by using of course capacitor. Next thing would be test subject, and then perfect flatland. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, and then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles, they will complete your orders super quick. Everything happens through account sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews, you can check everything by yourself. But now with my promo code RBDIF you will have 15% discount on absolutely all services. It's an amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on. But anyway, let's get back to my setup. And like I said, it's really dope and versatile, and honestly it changes a little bit of your playstyle because you have to go to the cover and get out of it. You need one buff which is increasing your rate of fire and DPS, and second buff which gonna heal you. So with not wasting your precious time anymore, let's dive into this one. First of all, sorry for my voice, I'm a little bit sick, but from other hand my voice has always been quite annoying, so just stick with me, you can handle that, man. For specialization we will use here technician. For hybrid setups it's a must have because we will gain extra skill tier, skill damage, disrupt grenades, those are absolutely amazing legendary difficulty strongholds, of course linked laser pointer attachment, and artificial high for lazy players. For the guns though, I'm using FAMAS. FAMAS has the highest rate of fire in assault rifle class. Pair FAMAS with UMBRA gear and now it can reach almost 1200 RPM. That's like vector, baby. It can deal insane amount of damage, especially with insane. And FAMAS, if I have to be honest, is one of my favorite assault rifles to use in the game. Unfortunately, you can't apply on this bad boy linked laser pointer attachment, so most of my hybrid builds can't use FAMAS, but this build is a different case. For the second weapon I'm using capacitor, and at this point I think you know how capacitor works. If you don't know, what are you doing here, man? Go to another game. Psych, that's the wrong number. Capacitor will give you 7.5% extra weapon damage with each skill tier and 60% skill damage buff. That's the highest damage buff for your skills from any weapon in the game, guys. With UMBRA gear set you will gain those stacks instantly, basically. For the pistol, use named pistol, which can give you extra skill tier with future perfection if you will play legendary strongholds with no directives applied. If you will play with directives, you're gonna be short on ammo, use insane in that case. Pretty goddamn self-explanatory. For the gear though, I will use UMBRA mask with protection from elite mods everywhere, UMBRA chest piece to increase my stacks. Since we have that crazy rate of fire, we can really deliver some nasty damage. And the talent will increase our stacks from the 50 to 100. For the holster though, I'm using Picaro's named holster. With Ninja Bike backpack, Picaro's holster actually can give us 3 core attributes: weapon damage, skill tier and armor if you want to use it, but I'm using second skill tier to be more effective with my skills. For the backpack, I'm using Ninja Bike backpack, really dope in hybrid setups. Of course, you could use this build with LMG, such as Pestilence, with Plague Effect. You could play around here, you could switch some pieces here. For example, you could replace Heartbreaker gloves with Constructor named gloves for LMG damage and damage to armor attribute, and then use Pestilence, and you could stack Plague really quickly. That would work really nicely. And for the holster, you can leave Picaro's holster or use the Walken Harris holster and then just go for extra weapon damage and crit damage everywhere. So again, you have a couple ways how to run this build, but I love assault rifle class. I'm using Heartbreaker gloves with skill tier skill damage, and I'm using UMBRA knee pads with weapon damage core attribute and skill damage attribute. So this is healthy mix between skill damage and weapon damage. For survivability, guys, you don't have to worry, because you just do this, I guess, mix between running around and going to the cover, and you're gonna heal yourself with UMBRA pretty goddamn easily. You can gain those stacks non-stop from UMBRA gear set. Just go to the cover, 5 seconds, get out of cover, 5 seconds, boom, back to the cover, and so forth, so on and so forth. Pretty goddamn self-explanatory, but really healthy build. You have DPS, you have survivability, you have skill damage. What you need more? Butcher's love. I love you all, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.